Hi everybody, this is your girl MC Mayedo and we are live at the seat of Caliphate, Sokoto State, Benin.
Hi guys, it's your girl Mayedo and this is Gist with Mayedo. You know how we do it here. It's another amazing moment with me. You know how I bring it every episode, how I turn every episode for you to be fun and vibes only. And don't forget, this is a show where we give you content on lifestyle, education, everything, name it, everything you can have. So today, I'm bringing another amazing episode. Yes, in fact, this series is going to be as long and lengthy as you guys want me to put it. So your comments, your share, your likes is going to make me put more effort to this particular series because the topic is something that has been on my mind like since the beginning of this year and it has been pressing. And you know how I do it now. I don't always come alone. Yeah, this time around I'm with a special somebody. A disciplinarian, a father, a husband. See, my boss. Yes, let me put that part. My boss. In the person of Mr. Amana Michael. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being on the show
today. Amana, why are you smiling?
I should be crying.
How do you feel to be on Gist with Mayedo?
I feel so good. After a long
yes. yes.
Finally, we are here. So I feel so good.
I'm happy you are here. So quickly, sir, tell my viewers, give them a brief intro about you. What do you do? What are you into? What should they know about you?
Well, like he said, I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm an entrepreneur, a young one, upcoming one at that.
Money making.
A businessman. So that is a little bit about me.
Let me tell you one short thing that I know about him. If you want to go into business world, this is the right somebody to connect with. So if you want to connect, you want to make money in business, anything business, just come to my DM and I will connect you guys. But with money, very important. So like I said, on this episode, sorry, Mr. Mana, you're welcome once again.
You're welcome. Thank
you.
So
on this episode, we're going to be talking about a very important topic. Yes, something that has been bothering my mind and something that has been really affecting our society. It's called, or should I say, I'm putting the name or the title, parenting. Yes, parenting. A lot of bad and good people are out there now, especially in this country that we are. When you meet bad people, it's either is the turnover from maybe family, parenting, and society. But the main issue I want to discuss is parenting, because I have noticed that parenting has affected our society in a lot of ways. A lot of father and mother out there are the major problem that we have in Nigeria now. Ask me why. When there's an issue outside, where do you think that issue is coming from? If we should check rightly, if we follow and well, we know that it is going back home. And most of our society, most of the things we're ignoring now is the fact that bad parenting has been affecting our society. Yes, so that is what I want us to discuss today. How bad parenting has been affecting our society. Thank God, sir. That's why I started with that intro that I said, I know you're a father. Right?
Yeah.
So, sir, can you mention some ways that you know that bad parenting has been affecting our society?
Well, there are a lot of them actually.
Okay.
I will start with this saying that says charity begins at home.
Yes.
It's just not a saying. Although there are some sayings that are already outdated now, but this particular one is not outdated. You know why? Because there is nothing you do under the sun today that does not start from somewhere. The menace we are facing in the society today actually start from the home. Everybody knows this. We all know this. It is so painful today that in our Gen Z society, the way they call it, is different from the way our parents brought us up. The way we, the young parents today, are bringing up our children is different. Is completely different
from the 80s, right?
From the 80s, and this is the reason why. Even though a lot of things have evolved and things have changed, and we are trying to follow the trend,
yes.
We don't follow the right one. We use the right one for the wrong one. that is actually what is happening. You will see a parent who just wake up and say, this child is so grown up that he will not listen to me. I don't know what to do anymore. He will never know what to do, because when our people say, when fish don't dry, it go dey hard to catch.
To bend, yes.
To bend, abi? You bend the fish when the fish is still fresh.
True, true.
When your child is fully grown and you say this child has grown more than me and I cannot handle him or her anymore, that is how you can never handle anything about that child again. And that is where the problems always start from. And our young parents today are too busy.
Too busy.
We are too busy.
Especially the fathers.
Pursuing money. No, I'm not among. There are some good ones that still know what they are doing. Okay. With some of these things, it boils down to parental skills. A lot of people are not even ready. They don't even have these skills to become a parent. And because the society said, as you are grown up, go and get married and become responsible. They just go up and then they want to marry because their friends are getting married. Everybody is getting married. Pressure from the home is coming. You have to get married. They will go and get married and start giving birth to children that they are not ready to take care of.
They're not even ready to be parents. Sometimes getting married is not about just getting married.
You have to be for every stage. You have to be prepared. For every stage, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. See, it is not because you have money that is enough reason for you to get married. It is not because you have to be financially ready and to be morally ready, emotionally ready for you to become a husband or a wife to somebody. And when you reach that stage, you still have to be prepared, ready for you to bring children to the world and start taking care of them.
That means it is another complete stage. Yes.
It's another stage.
Fatherhood
is a different stage. It is big. It is beyond just getting married. And this is where parents of today, the young parent of today, miss it. You are not ready to balance work and family life. You are bringing a child to the world where a child of, when I was growing, my parents did not put me on any child care anywhere, what they call this, nanny, nothing, daycare, nothing like that. I was 6 years old before I started primary school. But today, 7-month children, they are putting them in nanny school.
1 year.
1 year they put them in nanny because they don't have time. I don't have time. I want to go. The mother is working, the father is working. You live in 7 a.m. in the morning before your children wake up. You have gone to work. Before you come back, they are sleeping. Which time do you have to create rapport with your children, to create bond with your children? You don't have that time. So when the child grow up now, that they will not begin to say, I want to, my child is very far away from me. Before you know, you will be hearing this kind of language. The child is so grown up that I cannot take care of him. It is because you were never there.
True. You are there, but you are not there.
You are there, you are not there. I have a mentor, Jim Rohn. He said, you have to balance your life, your family life, your work life, your financial life. A successful person in the world today is that person that can balance his family life, that has fat bank account, and is still doing well in his workplace. That is a successful man to me. You can have all your money in the world and your home is not a home, it's a house. You are not successful to me.
True. And it should be home first.
It should be home. It starts from that place first. You have to start from that. Who are you working for? You have seen so many people who ended up growing, making plenty money. They have money. The moment they drop dead, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, their money, all what they have labored for all their life will just go down the drain because nobody to manage it.
Yes.
Because they did not bring anybody up to do so.
Okay, that's nice.
The other day, it is today, I saw online that this young 19-year-old girl, was pregnant. So she did not tell her parent. Nobody knew. She was tying her stomach with glue. So the thing did not show up. She ended up giving birth to that 9 months.
The parent
That they didn't know.
Imagine the space.
See the space. 9 good months. You don't know what your child is going through.
No, that's bad. And it's the reality.
And that child is always in your house. You are seeing her in your house. And you don't care to know what is going on with her body system.
That's bad relationship between child and parent.
The girl ended up giving birth to that child, and she stabbed the child.
Whoa.
It is, I believe in what do you call it? I believe in purpose. For me to be alive today, there is a reason why I am still alive.
Yeah.
If I did not fulfill that reason why I am alive, I will never die.
True.
The same thing to that child. That child was giving birth for a purpose, because right from when the child was in the womb, that is when he would have died from. After all the trauma that child went through, in the tummy tightening and everything, no medical care completely.
He still survived.
He still survived and came out to this world. And after that, the mother stabbed that child, thinking that the child is dead. They ended up finding that child, giving him medical attention, and he survived. He's responding to treatment as we speak.
Wow.
That means there is a purpose why that child was given birth to, and he must achieve his purpose. Now, not that one. Now, let's go back to why the girl has pregnancy for 9 good months, and the parents did not know anything about that child.
That's very...
Until when the child was stabbed, and somebody has to come to the house and tell them that your child gave birth to, and she stabbed the baby.
If left to me, the parent should be arrested. The parent of that child that was pregnant should be... Because how will your child carry pregnancy for 9 months, and you are living, sleeping, waking up in the same house?
The truth is, that is the one the social media made us to see. There is a lot like that going on that we don't know.
Yes, true, sir.
And that is where the problem is always coming from. Now, if this child, what the child was running away from is, if there is a good relationship between she and her parent, either one of the parents, she would have told them, confided in them, and told them, this is what I am facing. And they will know how to solve the problem before it got to this stage. That is where I am boiling down to parents not making friends with their children.
True.
In fact, the best friend, the first friend a child should have is the parent.
Yes.
That is from the home to the society.
But it's so painful now in our world. I think, in fact, 70%, if not up to 80%, parents are not in a cordial relationship
with their children.
A child will have preferred, okay, let me tell my friend in school before I tell my mom
or my dad
or anybody at home. The friends will have known. Maybe the child has a boyfriend, the boyfriend will have known. Okay, maybe by mistake, like this incident now occurring when the child gave, that's when the parents are not getting to know. It's just unrealistic. That's what is happening in our world right now.
That is where exactly what is happening. See, this is the one we know. There are a lot like this outside there.
Yes.
And my advice to every parent or young parent that is, see, if you are not ready for something, don't start it. Don't start it.
Period.
It is very... I have so many friends that are married for 6 years now. I have 3 of them that are married for 6 years now, no child. It's not as if the girl cannot give birth to a child, or it's not as if the boy cannot father a child. It is because they are not ready to bring the child to this world now and take care of them.
True.
So they are still busy planning their lives. So that is the best way to go about it.
As couple, there's time for you to be ready.
That is, just like I said earlier, these things comes in stages. Okay. If you are not ready for the next stage, don't go into it. It is not because you are married. It is not because it is not necessary that you can even give birth to children.
Reproduction.
In Africa today, we know that if somebody get married now, after 9 months, they will be waiting for a baby counting in your home. The moment the mother-in-law did not hear cry again, pressure have started. All is happening. And she, our wife, what happened is like she has made use of her womb to do boyfriend outside there. And now she don't have a womb to
marry our son.
Imagine. A lot of accusation will begin to come.
But the end point is that even as couple, you should know when you are ready to start bringing children into this world.
Yes.
Because taking care of children is another chapter, like another
complete phase.
You cannot just jump into it.
Yes.
You have to be ready to provide for those children financially. Emotional support should be there.
Yes.
Everything.
You have the skills, the finance, the mental health.
Yes,
the
take care of them.
society is fully that you train. It is from home that you train your children how to handle societal pressure. It is from home. If you do not give them this from home, the society will take them away from you. Because look at, there are people, some people will now, there are so many young children nowadays that are on TikTok, Facebook, and whatsoever.
Instagram.
If they throw them from that place, they will bring the problem home. Before you know, they will be afraid of even going to the social media. The other day, I saw a boy smashing his iPhone on the ground. Why? A phone you bought so expensive. Why are you smashing it now? Said he wants to stay away from social media.
Maybe they have bullied him there.
They have bullied him there. They have bullied him there. You know, maybe.
And
they have bullied him
you
there.
know one thing I see that social media has caused, that it has affected children negatively. You see in a family, not even children, even parents. You see in a family, people at home, instead of them to have that time, family bonding time. No, everybody is pressing phone. The mom is on TikTok, the father is on Instagram, the children on Facebook. Everybody just... Like, this is very bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
It's a serious thing.
Before we move far,
thing.
there is another thing I want us to really talk about. It's still about parenting.
Okay.
Now, when I notice that in our world now, a lot of pressure is being, like societal pressure, yes, it's being pressed on girl child. I said something earlier at my intro that I have been thinking about these topics in the beginning of this year. It's so sad that I've been seeing a lot of news on the internet where you see this guy killed his girlfriend, stab her, cut her into pieces, use her body for selling body parts. Like, it's so rampant now that is what men are into. Not men, like young guys, they're not even up to men. They're not men, like age-wise, they're not men. They're children, let's say 16. There was a video I saw that some young guys was arrested, I think in Port Harcourt, and they were arrested for butchering young girls. And when they asked them, they said, the person is paying them 60,000 naira for that. I said, to kill somebody, for a child of 16-year-old to have the mind to carry another girl, cut her into pieces and sell her body. That means home training is even zero. So now, my point, I think a lot of bad things are happening from a boy. I think parents should work more on their born child. Than initially before they'll say, oh, female, me she no get belle, me she go school. But now, the things that boy children are doing, I feel boy child is being neglected. It's being neglected. I don't know if you get that too.
I get what you are saying. You see, this timber, it is a two sideways. You get it?
Yes.
Now, these days now, girls of 10 years, 15 years. In fact, if you see some girls now and you tell them, you are still a child, you are not supposed to be doing this thing, they will frown out.
They will not accept, yes.
They will never accept that they are children. The moment they see one small breast, one small back, the guy is up. They say they are no longer your mates.
They are adults.
They are adults. And you cannot scold them anymore. And now, that's why I say, the time has evolved, and the way we do things before are no longer the way we do things now. So if you are using before ways to do things now, you are getting it all wrong. Now, we know in this society today, if the girl child is properly taken care of from the house, she will not fall a victim to a boy child that will know how to some corner and begin to
deceive her,
avert some part of her body. The truth is, It is a sideway thing. It's a two-sideway thing. The parent, the young parent, and even some of the old parents today who are trying not to accept the reality of life, that they are old enough already to live that old age. There are some 50-year-old women today who don't want to be called mama. They don't want to. If you call them mama, they say, "Am I the one that gave birth to you?" That is how you cannot call some young girls today that you are still a child that will be frowning at you. Are you the one that give birth to me? That you call me a child? Now the boys today the boy children are so sensitive in the way that we neglect them truly.
They are being neglected.
When it come to home bringing. Because a boy child, I remember growing up, my mother never had only 2 girls, and the 2 of them were not around. Our eldest daughter married when I was 2 years old. And then she took my elder sister, whom I am following immediately, 3 years after me. They took her. So the rest of us grew up with our mother. There is nothing a woman can do today that I cannot do. The only thing I know that a woman can do today that I cannot do is giving birth to children. It's like having pregnancy.
I guess.
Aside from that, anything woman can do, I will do. They train us so well that way. Today now, you cannot train a boy child to go and wash plate to say, me, that's not my work.
Big boys.
I'm big boy. In fact, you see a 12-year-old boy now say, it is because you are seeing me in the house all the time. That's why I'm moving out of the house. And you move them out of the house without monitoring them. It is not the wrong thing for them to move out of the house and go out and try to become a man. It's not the wrong thing. But it's the wrong thing when they move out and you just take your eyes off them completely.
That's the point. Don't take your eyes
off them.
No, you can.
Because they are not longer in your house, that does not mean that they are not still under your control.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. So lastly, sir, let me ask you this personal question. Between parenting now, let me say in this our Gen Z world, parenting Gen Z world, and parenting in the 90s, or no, not even 90s, let's say 80s, 70s, which one will you prefer?
This is a serious question.
Like in the middle. So which one will you prefer? Is it in the 80s? Should we go back to the 80s and 70s?
The thing is that before I answer this question,
yes, sir.
My one is that which one did I belong to? Am I a Gen Z parent?
No, I think Gen Z parents starts from all these 1998, 1997, 2000.
That are getting married.
Yes.
Okay, that means I am a millennial.
Yes.
Parent, then
yes.
So I will choose that one.
So you don't choose now. Now that life is easy.
Let me tell you why I choose that one.
Okay.
In the 80s, parents of in the 80s, when they look at you, you already know what the message they are passing out.
Very correct.
To you. You don't. If your father say don't move, you don't move. But my father, we had 16. My father has 16K in his house. Everybody has his cane. And your name is written on your cane.
Imagine.
When you fucked up and you will tell you, go into the house and bring me your cane. You will not be searching cane. Where is my name? The cane that they used to flog you. Imagine. Nowadays, bring me. How many parents has cane in their house?
I even doubt it.
Now, although the fact is that you don't cane children now again. Because if you beat them, it will go to a point that will say, after maybe flogging, I'm used to flogging. My body don't strong. That after your body don't feel strong with the cane. If the cane break, they will turn out to kobuku. Now you are even afraid to even beat your own child. Somebody help you beat your child from outside, from the neighborhood. Now you put that child, take me to that person's house.
Imagine.
Are you the one that did you know when I gave birth to this child? Do you know what I went through? Did I ask you to train him for me?
Which is not supposed
We frown at the society helping us to train our children. My parents used to say, you are not the only one who have a child.
Yes.
When you give birth to a child, the society, it belongs to the society.
Yes.
Because
And that helps children
if
grow.
the child bring glory to you, it bring glory to the society. If it bring cost to you, it bring cost to the society. And it all boils down to that place.
Okay.
So I chose that time. I chose that time. Now
All
that time,
right.
training did better past this time.
Thank you very much, Mr.
welcome.
Amana
You're
Michael.
welcome.
I would
You're
have loved to expand this conversation or continue this conversation, but because of time, I don't want to keep you here for long.
It's all right.
But my viewers, if you want us to continue this particular topic, your comments, your share, your likes will determine whether I'm bringing another person for us to talk about parenting or we should just end it in this place, which I know you will definitely not want us to end it here like this. But once
No, it's a
again,
good
Mr.
topic,
Amana, thank you very much for honoring this invitation. I am
welcome.
so happy and I pray, no, I hope that we'll see you very soon again.
Yeah,
I will invite
anytime,
you.
anytime.
Do you say anytime? I know how hard. Before I could get you to do this one.
You know, if it is not colliding with my programs, then it's fine.
All right,
It's
okay. Thank you very much. So my viewers, you know how we do it. Try to comment. In fact, I want you to say, bring your own opinion about how bad parenting has affected the society. I don't just want it to be me and my guest conversation. I want to hear your views also. I want to hear your observation, what you think should be corrected in our society nowadays about parenting. So, you know how we do it. It's time for me to go. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Yes, I will always be in the comment section, so don't forget to comment. I love you guys.
Hi everybody, this is your girl MC Mayedo and we are live at the seat of Caliphate, Sokoto State, Brunei.